Hello everyone, I'm Haney Mayo, and for today's video, we're going to report about the Expressionism or the artistic movement. So here are my group mates. Let's now tackle the table of contents. We're going to talk about the introduction of Expressionism, famous artworks, and the notable artists. And what is Expressionism? So, Expressionism, it is an artistic movement that emerged in Germany in the early 20th century. It is also characterized by an emphasis on intense emotion and rejection of traditional academic styles of representation, and it also encompasses a variety of art forms including painting, sculpture, literature, and also film. We also have the expressionist artists sought to create emotionally and psychologically charged, often using distorted forms and vivid colors to convey a sense of inner turmoil of anxiety. It rejected traditional notions of beauty and realism, instead prioritizing subjective experience and personal expression. It also had a profound impact on the development of modern art, influencing subsequent movements such as surrealism and abstract expressionism. So here is the example of artwork of by Ernest Ludwig Kirchner, The Oil on Canvas. So we will tackle more about those artworks and the artist from the succeeding slides.
I am Salvador, and I will be presenting to you the art which is entitled The Scream. The Scream is one of the most iconic artworks of the Expressionist movement, created by Norwegian artist Edvard Munch in 1893. It depicts a figure in a moment of intense emotional anguish with a distorted and tormented face, holding his head and screaming in agony. The painting is often interpreted as a symbol of the human condition, expressing anxiety, fear, and despair. The distorted, almost hallucinatory style of a painting is characteristic of Expressionism, which sought to express the inner emotional experience of the artist. The painting has been widely reproduced in popular culture and is considered one of the most recognizable and iconic artworks of all time.
The Last Supper is a painting by German-Danish artist Emil Knoll, completed in 1909. It depicts a famous biblical scene of the meal shared by Jesus Christ and his disciples. Before his arrest and crucifixion, the painting is notable for its bold use of color and expressionistic style, which is characteristic of the Expressionist movement. Nolde was a member of Die Broke, a group of artists who sought to reject the conventions of academic painting and express the inner emotional experience of the artist. The painting has been widely praised for its powerful emotional impact and its innovative use of color and form, and remains one of the most celebrated works of the Expressionist movement.
Next one is the Blue Horse. Blue Horse is a painting by German artist Franz Marc, completed in 1911. It is considered one of the most iconic works of the Expressionist movement and a classic example of Marc's style, which sought to capture the beauty and power of the natural world through vivid and striking use of color and form. The horse is rendered in bold, flat flames of color with the blue hue dominating the painting. Mark was a co-founder of the Blue Rider movement, a group of artists who sought to break free from traditional art forms and express their innermost feelings through color and form. The painting's bold, abstract style and vibrant colors continue to captivate and inspire viewers around the world.
I and the Village. I and the Village is a painting by Russian-French artist Marc Chagall, completed in 1911. It is considered one of the most important works of the Expressionist movement and a classic example of Chagall's distinctive style, which blended elements of Fauvism, Cubism, and folklore. It depicts a dreamlike scene with a figure representing Chagall in the foreground standing alongside a small village. It is notable for its use of bright, vivid colors and its fusion of traditional Jewish and Russian folklore with modernist art forms. It has become one of the most iconic images in the history of modern art and is widely regarded as a masterpiece of expressionist painting.
So we have here the Street Berlin, wherein it is created by Ernest Ludwig Kirchner, 1913. So Street Berlin is a classic example of his expressionist style, which emphasizes the psychological tension and alienation of modern urban life. It depicts a busy street scene in Berlin with figures rushing past one another in a blur of motion. Its bold, angular forms and intense use of color continue to inspire and challenge viewers, while its portrayal of the psychological complexities of modern life remains relevant today.
Next is the Composition 7. It is a painting by Russian artist Vasily Kandinsky, completed in 1913. It is considered one of the most important works of Expressionist movement and a classic example of Kandinsky's distinctive style. The painting is composed of interlocking geometric shapes and lines, arranged in a dynamic composition. It is often interpreted as an attempt to represent the cosmic forces that underlie all of existence. The painting's bold, abstract forms and use of color to create a sense of emotional and spiritual depth have made it one of the most iconic images of modernist painting. It focused on the expressive power of color and form, and its rejection of traditional representational techniques continue to inspire and challenge artists and viewers around the world.
The Bride of the Wind. The Bride of the Wind is a painting by Austrian artist Skor Kochka, completed in 1914. It is considered one of the most important works of the Expressionist movement and a classic example of Kokoschka's distinctive style. It depicts artist lover Alma Mahler standing in a windswept landscape, her hair and clothing billowing in the wind. Kokoschka was known for his rejection of traditional artistic conventions and his embrace of a more subjective, emotionally charged style. The painting has been interpreted in a number of ways, with some seeing it as a portrait of Mahler as a muse or symbol of femininity, while others see it as a depiction of an artist's own struggles and love and desires. Its intense emotional energy, bold use of color and form, and rejection of traditional techniques continue to inspire and challenge viewers today.
So we also have here Death and the Maiden, which was painted by the Austrian artist Egon Schiele. It was completed in 1915, and it is considered one of the most important works of the Expressionist movement and a classic example of Schiele's distinctive style. So it depicts a young woman lying naked on a bed with the figure of death hovering over her. So the painting has been interpreted in a number of ways, with some seeing it as a metaphor for the fragility of life and the inevitability of death, while others see it as a commentary on the social and sexual mores of Schiele's time. Its raw emotional energy, challenging subject matter, and rejection of traditional techniques continue to inspire and challenges viewers today.
Next one is the art entitled Night. The Night is a painting by German artist Max Beckmann, completed between year 1918 to 1919. It is considered one of the most important works of the Expressionist movement and a classic example of Beckmann's distinctive style. It depicts a scene of a busy street at night, with distorted, grotesque figure moving through the shadows. Beckmann was known for his rejection of traditional artistic conventions and his embrace of a more subjective, emotionally charged style. The painting has been interpreted in a number of ways, with some seeing is a commentary and a chaos and darkness of the post-war period in Germany, while others see it as a reflection of Beckmann's own struggle with the trauma of war and the turmoil of his personal life. The Night is considered a masterpiece of Expressionist painting and has become one of the most iconic images of modernist art.
Twittering Machine as a painting by Swiss artist Paul Klee, completed in 1922. It is considered one of the most important works of the Expressionist movement and a classic example of Klee's distinctive style, which was characterized by a focus on abstract forms and a rejection of traditional academic techniques. The painting depicts a mechanical looking bird perched on a crankshaft, surrounded by a series of gears and levers. Klee was known for his playful, whimsical approach to art, as well as his use of abstract form and surreal imagery. The painting has been interpreted in a number of ways, with some seeing it as a commentary on the rise of technology and the humanizing effects of industrialization, while others see it as a reflection of Klee's fascination with the natural world and the mysteries of the universe. Its whimsical, abstract style and its exploration of the boundaries between nature and technology continue to inspire and challenge viewers today.